You insanity, spicy boys. Yes, Southern 207 hobbies. So welcome, folks. We're back on the QNS for this Tuesday night stream. So just want to welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. I know it's been potentially a little bit since we streamed. That wasn't on purpose. It's just called life gets busy. So I'm going to start off by kind of clarifying, like, yes, there's going to be a little bit of changes around here. I'm mainly going to be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays from here on in, mainly due to just how busy I am during the middle part of the week. But we're going to be streaming. Kitiara is here. Welcome, Kitiara. And chaos is likely here on the QNS because, well, it's the QNS, and it's been a while since we've been on it, and people seem to like to cause chaos. So in chat today, we have the Henril and the Toltree. Toltree's currently deafened, but Henril is here. And
hello.
Henril is switching out Bryson for us.
Allegedly.
Southern 207 is if only Heist could join. Heist is his own man and has his own schedule. So
he's a strong independent railroader.
Exactly. If he wants to join, he's always more than welcome. The invitation's always there. However, I understand that he is pretty much almost always busy, and given my schedule the last few days and coming forth, yeah, I can kind of relate. So, yeah, there's that. Alright, let's figure out what's going on the railroad here.
Here's the real question. Should I use diesel or steam power?
That is entirely up to you. Grimsill, this is not the Suffering Southern.
Hold up.
For once.
Oh, is that your... What happened to your passenger train?
What do you mean what happened to my passenger train?
Why is just M1 and M2 over here? M1 and M3 are just over here chilling.
Yeah, they're just over there chilling. Because they're not needed at the moment.
Oh. Well, would you mind if I stole M3 then for the switching?
Well, M3 is not meant for switching. M3 is meant for inspection.
It is today.
You have M6 right by the roundhouse.
Which point?
Don't use the inspection mobile for non-inspection purposes.
But M6, I have to get out and I have to turn the turntable and all that. M3, I can literally just unhook the caboose and go.
Yeah, but that's not what it's for.
Find them. Have it your way.
Like, there are rules on this railroad.
What? Rules? We don't need no stinking rules. So, handbrake. Why do you put handbrakes?
Because I do.
There's
Toltree.
Suddenly, a Toltree.
West W. Espen Marsh is here. You're pretty sure the QSRX is a subsidiary of the Suffering Southern. It is not. It is a wholly owned different railroad.
It's a shell company for the Suffering Southern. I am simply the representative for the Suffering Southern to come see how our money laundering business is coming.
There's no money laundering.
There is... Yes, exactly. There is no money laundering here. I am glad we are on the same page. Hmm? What are you talking about money laundering? No one talks about money.
I'm going too fast.
Who's talking about money laundering? I didn't say nothing about money laundering. Why are you bringing up money laundering?
I like how you have distracted me and made me go too far and dump the air. Thank you.
You're welcome. Working as intended. Ding, 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 ding.
Turning on the lights in my cab that affects performance.
Alright, so where needs to be switched out?
Bryson, the like Appalachian hardwoods and such.
Okay, so all that down there.
Yeah. The cars
Down
currently
yonder
next to the
ways.
roundhouse need to stay next to the roundhouse because they are
Okay, so there's
undeliverable.
literally there's one car in like the most inconvenient spot, and then naturally it's the why would never be so. Okay.
Jeff B, the QSRX works done. The Suffer and Southern is for chaos.
What are you talking about? We get plenty of stuff done on the Suffering Southern.
See, I am half expecting chaos because if individuals start appearing and start demanding bins, then this could go very wrong very quickly.
Dirty money that fell into a puddle. We don't polish money here. We wash money. What the laundromat's for.
Alright, so that one is run around.
Instead of having a car wash, we have a train wash.
Exactly. Toltree, are you
Yeah.
here?
I'm here.
Excellent. If you wanted to, there is a freight train in Alarka that you can either take south towards Bryson picking up stuff, or you can switch out Alarka with the cars that need to be switched out there, which are all binned and destroyed and wonderful. So they actually probably should be repaired first.
Yeah, that sounds like something I should prioritize.
I've got dirty money that fell in a puddle. I'll send the QSRX to get it polished. I'll send extra for good coat of wax. Jeez.
Extra for a good coat of wax. Working at the train wash. Doesn't roll off the tongue as good.
It really doesn't.
Let's play the game of what should I grab first. My money's on the oil tanker.
I mean, that's entirely what you know.
I mean, I figure it'd be a lot easier to get, have to only deal with 2 cars rather than having to juggle all the cars plus the 2 tankers that I'm having to move.
Yeah. I will say this, I'm probably going to have to reinstall, after this stream, reinstall my, the whistle mod, because I think it broke at some point.
That sucks. Wait, when did they put these little placeholder building things down here?
Don't worry.
At Standard Oil.
They've been there. A couple of them have, at least.
They have like a big tank looking thing and a square red thing. Have I just not been down there in this long?
Potentially. I don't know. I mean, you usually, on the Suffer and Southern, you usually end up on different parts of the line.
Yeah.
Currently, right now, I'm just running the passenger power around.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Are you rolling?
Take cars.
Oh, God. This can all
Yeah. Highly explosive tank cars moving on way too fast. Gonna run out of track. Not an issue. Headlights are out. Can't see where I'm going.
It's the middle of the day.
Yes, yeah. No, don't worry about it. No air brakes connected.
That's
Because
because
I'm
my
a
railroad
man.
never washes anything. You need a tetanus shot just to look at the equipment. Also, while we're hanging chickens, we were angry chickens attacking you. Oh God.
What?
Sounds like an adventure.
Ah!
Hello, Jonathan Goldman. Name trains. Yes.
Slow down, you car. Release. And gravity will do the rest for me.
I have a distinct feeling that General's about to explode somewhere.
And gravity will do the rest for me.
The RP's here. Welcome to you. Passenger.
That car's going just a, that car's going just a little fast.
So there's that. Meanwhile, let's see what happens down here when General gets left to do the switching.
Like a glove.
General?
Yes.
I saw how fast you were going there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you know exactly what I was talking about.
The car is not damaged. It's perfectly fine. I am a professional railroader.
In name only.
Yes, in name only, because I do not get paid for this, unlike some people.
I don't get paid for this either.
Says the YouTuber.
I mean, if people wish to donate, they are more than welcome to, but they are not required to. Though
No
any
one's
donations
required
are always
to.
appreciated.
But I'm sitting here providing content for free. No one's throwing money in my direction.
Well, start a YouTube channel.
I have actually thought about it.
Become an live streamer like the rest of us.
Yeah. I have thought about it. I think before I did that, I might want a second monitor, though.
Would recommend it.
Because I've been wanting to get one anyways, because it's inconvenient to have to try to swap back and forth. Just if it does nothing but has Discord open all the time, that'd be great. Because it's very annoying to have to swap, like, Alt-Tab back and forth. Like, if I want to read your chat right now, I have to Alt-Tab to Google Chrome and then Alt-Tab back to my game so I can actually see what I'm doing.
If you had just paid your gas bill, you'd send your 2 cents. That's been March. I appreciate that, but also please take care of your bills first.
Remember,
Bills
kids,
first
real
are
life comes.
understandable.
Remember, kids, real life comes before virtual life.
Yes, it does.
Unless you're one of those people who bought the like $200,000 meta houses on their the Facebook rip-off VR chat thing.
Oh, did they actually do that?
They did that a while back. I haven't heard anything else about it. Yeah, I'd seen like articles about people spending like stupid amounts of money on virtual property in that thing.
Like real amounts of money for a real house.
Like actual money, yeah.
The problem is if you spend the amount of money that you could spend on a virtual house on a real house, you would have a real house.
Well, here's the thing. I get the distinct feeling that unless the person doing it is just that poor of a financial decision maker, then it probably will not hurt them to lose that money.
That's true.
The type of I get the distinct feeling that the type of person to spend $200,000 on a VR chat ripoff for a piece of virtual property probably does not care about the prospect of losing that money. Call it a hunch.
Yeah. A slight hunch.
Just like crypto. Crypto is a perfectly good, healthy investment that everyone should do.
This is not financial advice. Please consult your own financial advisor.
Or you could just do like me and just herp-a-derp your way through the market and hope for the best.
Generally not entirely how that's recommended, however, you could in fact do that.
I mean, crazier things have happened. Did you know that 9 out of 10 gamblers stop right before they hit it big?
That just sounds like a justification.
Hey, quick question. What do you have the set as? Because I can't really do anything.
You should be. For some reason, you were a passenger. My apologies.
Huh. Could be because I've never been on the save before.
I thought you were on here at least once.
I don't think I have been.
Well, you know what? Actually, now that you mention it, you did have to put in the password, so that means I guess you haven't been here before.
Yeah, thanks for doing that.
No problem.
Will it clear?
I'm currently racing my passenger train to the passing siding at Dillsboro.
Apply the handbrake. There it is. So, why are you racing your passenger train?
Because I need to switch out some industries, and I forgot just how close Silva was to Dillsboro.
Uh-huh. I mean, not telling you how to run your railroad, but you could, you know, I don't know,
Invest in signaling.
yeah.
That would be ideal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you know, because knowing where your trains are on your railroad, that's kind of just overrated. I mean, I'd much rather go hurtling blind around a corner and find out that my train was there all along. Don't know about you guys.
Oh, neat John Lacoma. Hopefully you can get something out of that.
Hmm?
Talking about an auction.
Like he's selling stuff in, they're selling stuff in an auction, or
I think so. He's not selling, but I think he's looking to buy.
speaking of auctions, I got screwed out of my auction.
In fairness, you likely should have probably expected that.
So, full disclosure with that though, I didn't really expect it because the auction that train was on was like an art auction. Who goes to an art auction looking for G-scale trains?
You'll be surprised. Also, Espen Marsh, I saw that video. Very nice video. Ah!
I mean, clearly, I would be surprised.
DRP telling us to get signals. Thank you, DRP, for the super chat.
Ooh, nice.
And we could, in theory, invest in signals. That could happen. I also don't want to increase the debt, really.
Embrace your inner suffering southern.
We are at
The suffering
1900 in
southern
the bank with a current loan of 8,000. How much is signals? Signals Whittier to Bryson, 7,500.
Do it. Double the debt now. Triple the signal budget.
I'm going to regret this. I know for a fact.
Yay!
Thank you, DRP, for the super chat. Again, folks, the super chatting is not required. Though I know people use it as a means to encourage chaos. So if you wish to do that, that is entirely up to you. But please don't feel
we could set
obligated
up
to super chat.
We could set up a virtual bouncer. You got super chatting money?
Oh God.
No, get out of the chat. Could you imagine if they figured out a way to make it to where streamers could opt out or opt in to where it would be only super chats?
Eventually.
Like the only way you could actually comment or chat in their stream is the super chat.
Well, I do have a way that I could switch it to only view fan funding. So I wouldn't see any other chats except super chats and membership gifting.
Uh-huh.
But it
So,
wouldn't
I'm
make the
hearing-
chat, it wouldn't make the chat super chat only. Like there would still be normal chat. I
So,
just wouldn't see
what-
it.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is you'd be able to ignore all the pores.
Tall Trey?
Just look in VC text.
I'm looking. That's why I'm asking. Yeah, you might be missing like the tender swap mod or something. Because
Would
there's
that, like, make the
Mikados
whole
there.
locomotive go invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that happen to me on the Suffering Southern the other day, or not the Suffering Southern, whatever Angry's new
The Blue Ridge
Save.
Western.
Blue
Yeah,
Ridge.
I don't have access to this mod pack. I thought I have everything now.
It should be all on.
It's not
In-
there.
Oh, it's not. Not in the Angry server.
I thought Angry listed it off.
He should have. Hold on, let me see if I can see
all
it.
the
Where's
ones you should absolutely need should be available on Nexus mods as far as I know.
where's it at?
It's called the mod pack, I think.
No. I mean, where's the collision at?
Oh, up in Alarka.
Oh, Larka. Larka.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the engine's controls are reversed now too.
Okay, I can see them. I can see that.
Yeah, the engine controls being reversed, I have no idea.
Yeah, because now forward is reversed and reverse is forward.
I can tell you that on my
Oh,
screen,
because
you are still facing northbound.
Yeah, you're still facing north on our screens.
That is strange. Okay.
So yeah, you're currently backing towards a fully loaded Silva interchange train that has a Mikado.
Yeah,
in front.
there's a number 12 Mikado sitting there.
So if you want to switch out with the 5, I don't know why the 5 is in two different places. Because you're still facing
I just gotta
north.
remember controls are backwards.
Yeah. So if you want to try to use the 5 to
Maybe-
switch out the cars, go ahead.
I can do that.
I would say maybe a relog might fix it. I don't.
Yeah. That's what Mark give.
It's possible I have an old version of the Tender Swap mod.
You probably do.
Could be, yeah. I just installed it like right before the stream because after last time shenanigans where I couldn't see Angry take an entire train away from me.
Also, Tulcher, be aware, you will eventually have a passenger train hurtling towards you.
Okay.
What's number 16?
16 is a passenger train.
Is it heading east or west?
It's heading timetable north and east. So technically
North. So it's heading my direction.
yes. And meanwhile,
Excellent.
the 17 is also at Parker's.
Also, well, that I'm less concerned about Parker's. I'm more concerned about the possibility of having an unexpected meet with a passenger train while I'm switching.
Well, that might happen twice to you, so.
Be a lot cooler if it didn't.
Well, too bad. Get good.
Skill issue.
Skill issue. I'm going to schedule another interchange for later today.
I need to realign the switch.
Yes, you do. So,
As
folks,
I rumble into the yard.
welcome to the chaos on the QNS. It is just barely getting started.
We have yet to ban anything. I can change that.
I mean, if people donate, who knows what will happen.
Wow. Okay. So fun fact: that entire string of revenue cars you set off at the Bryson repair tracks,
Yeah,
they're at 7%.
yeah, they were at 0.
Yeah. How many people do you have working at Bryson?
3.
Mm.
And then increasing it doesn't happen until the next day, so it wouldn't help.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Yard Job Dillsborough is currently heading to Silva.
Whoop. Damn it.
And Yard Job General is currently destroying itself.
No, we're good. Yard job general is currently complete. Big hole. And coast to a graceful stop.
Well, if you put the M6 away, you can switch up to the 12 and grab the 12 and start running east.
The the one that's at Alarco.
Yeah.
The one that Toltree backed into.
Toltree did not back into it.
Oh, you didn't back into it?
No. Toltree, I think, derailed the tender of the 5 on that high-speed corner. Or the tender of the 5 was already damaged, which would not surprise me. Genuinely would not
Possible.
surprise me.
It is possible. On a completely unrelated note, neither of you would happen to know anyone trying to sell a 15-foot gauge steam or a 15-inch gauge steam locomotive, would you?
No. However, I do know where you can get, like, potentially get one.
Get what?
I would recommend this wonderful website called discoverlivesteam.com.
As if I don't lurk on there already.
Yeah, they usually have stuff. As much fun
Yeah,
as I have
but
watching you guys head off to bed early, another day of FBFM at work alone. Fun, of course. Not for... Yes, exactly. Exactly. I know exactly how you feel, Espen March. I hope that goes well.
What's up?
Espen March is having FU and the effing usual nonsense at work.
As per normal. Well, it could be like my work. They wait until 6:25 to start breaking stuff.
Oh, because that's the fun time to start breaking stuff.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm not sticking M6 into its same spot. I'm putting it in the roundhouse because it's a beautiful locomotive that deserves to be in the roundhouse.
It is a dirty, dismal, and it should be outside.
Quit being mean to the diesels. I'm pretty sure there's multiple Thomas episodes about this.
I mean, it might be.
Okay, that's done. Number 12. Come on down. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
What is this? The Price is Right?
Ba-da. Could be. You don't know.
It could be.
Ba-ba-da-da-da. Hold that thought. Of course it is.
What?
Criticizing your choice and whistle. I didn't even have to pull the cord to guess what it was.
Well, I'm gonna have to reinstall it because I couldn't, when I had the Reading 6 selected, I couldn't even hear it, so.
Also, Tultry, are you leaving the yard or are you still doing switch maneuvers?
I'm putting these in the repair track.
Okay, well, be advised, I am creeping behind you.
The general is standing behind you, menacingly.
Menacingly. Actually, real talk, can you see me moving?
I don't see at all.
Well, I am currently getting out, or I'm currently on the lead out track heading towards you.
Alright, then I'll just back up.
No, I mean, go ahead and do your move.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
holding.
fine, Tultry. Like,
Are you sure?
yeah, you're
I
good.
can't see
Yeah, you're
anything
fine.
moving.
You're good. I can.
You're fine as long as you don't back.
I can direct this movement from my map.
Yeah, as long as you don't back into me, we're good. And I can maneuver if I have to.
Since General can see you, but you can't see General, General is staying out of your way.
All I see is a tender and no movement from it.
Yeah, I think
You're just
we
sitting
need to
over
get
there.
you some other versions of mods. At least that's what it's sounding like.
You watching this switch maneuver, or you just kind of
I'm watching.
preside? No, I was meaning Midland.
I mean,
I was gonna say, is he just presiding over it over the map?
yes.
All right. Since you're out of the main, I'm going to take this opportunity to move. Ghost train.
Tultry, you might need to pull forward slightly.
I need what?
You might need to pull forward slightly.
Okay.
The last hopper is not in the repair track.
I am
Okay.
clearing the switch now, by the way, Tultry. You should be good to go.
Okay. The tender probably needs fixed, but if you need to go right ahead.
Well,
I'm rolling. Wait, we have a timetable here?
timetable? Finally building your first HO scale boxcar, Grimsdale, with a small learning curve, that curve being the first functioning model you found. Hey,
I don't
Practice makes
actually
perfect.
see the timetable. Where timetable?
the timetable is you run the train.
Also, that thing was making noises, and I didn't appreciate it.
Well, you should appreciate it more.
It was screaming at me, and I didn't want it to do that.
Well,
It was
that sounds like a personal
protesting-
problem.
Well, it was protesting about going around the corner, and I told it, we're going around the corner, whether you like it or not. It said, okay, but you're going too fast.
Tultry, since you had that switching maneuver done, I think Angry has the tender slot not listed in his server.
It is
Okay.
listed in the server. I actually installed it just before we got on here.
And it does require the Unity mod manager stuff, so be aware of that. So yeah, you got time to hop off and deal with that.
Yeah, I'll be back.
What's the speed limit on this road?
Like 25.
Hmm.
In fact, it is 25.
Noted. Duly noted.
Why are you doing 50?
No. Wasn't doing 50. No. No. Never do 50. No. 45 on the other hand. As I approach this curve, specifically marked 25. Finally
That's the end of the 25. Now it's like 30.
Finally building an HO scale, an HO boxcar with a small learning curve.
Yep. First functioning HO model. I hope it goes well.
Yep.
If you don't mind me asking, Grisdale, is it one of the ES&D boxcars?
I cannot see anything.
Money.
Milwaukee Road.
General, would you be okay if I fast forward to the interchange?
I suppose.
General.
Yes. Your train keeps making noises, even though I'm only going like 27.
You destroying my choo-choo.
I am not destroying your choo-choo. Your choo-choo is fine.
Destroying my choo-choo.
It's at 97%. It's fine.
Ah! The Wild CVK Studios has arrived. Yes. How do I respond? In sheer and utter panic.
So
welcome, CVK Studios. Thank you for the super chat. And Grisso, nice. Good to hear. Hope that goes well with the ESD cars. Alright, so we're gonna fast forward a little bit to the interchange. Okay, we pay for some fuel.
Ah, it went dark.
Yes.
The world's going dark. I can't see.
Well, it's not that big. Alright, we got some
Midland,
coal.
is that you? I hear your voice, but I can't see you.
Oh god. Alright. Well, we have cars, which is good. The problem is, I was hoping that these would be the signaling cars, and I think one of them could be. No, it's 4 cars, isn't it? Well, there's 4 cars here. For the Bryson Freight House.
Could be. I thought it was more than 4 cars.
No, apparently it's only 4. Milestones. Yeah, it says deliver 4 cars to the Bryson Freight House. So, yes.
Very well then. She'll take the 4 cars and put them where they need to be. That was lightning.
Are you having fun, General?
Perhaps. If I suddenly go dark for some reason, assume either my internet went out or I exploded. One of the two.
I would rather the one where you didn't die, so.
I mean, no one said I had to die if I exploded. Just be like one of those heads off of Futurama.
Meanwhile,
Nixon for president.
Thud.
You know, we're gonna rock with that one because I like the way that sounds.
You're gonna rockin' and a rollin'.
Rocking and a rolling, moving and a grooving. We're schmooving right now around these corners. This whistle is just so ridiculously big on this locomotive. Just the fact that it sticks straight up like that's kind of ridiculous. We're gonna have an unscheduled meet with another passenger train.
That depends. There's currently 2 passenger trains.
Nope. There's no signals, so I'm going to assume I'm clear.
You're clear until probably Bryson.
That won't stop me because I can't read.
Well, that's your problem. Meanwhile, M4 here is dragging 1,100 tons out of the interchange.
As you do.
And then once I get this to the yard, time to
Take over the world.
yes.
Okay, I gotta say, I kind of like this whistle.
Which whistle you got?
I got the Illinois Central 3-chime -1. Big, deep, throaty. Kind of throaty, bassy whistle.
Nice. Meanwhile, here's Silva paperwork, which we do not serve because I do not have the pulpwood cars in order to serve it.
You know, I probably shouldn't be doing 40 down this route.
No, you should not. But I already know that you don't like speed limits, so.
Speed suggestions. More like guidelines. Push it to the limit.
We're slowly getting money.
Where's that really sharp 25 curve? Okay, it's up there.
Yeah. Everything else is like 30.
Yeah. That's typically what I'm sticking around is like 30 something. Which way is that switch set? The right way!
I should probably break, because I'm also doing about 50. Which means this can only end well.
Only ends well.
Alright, you officially have a passenger train eating at you.
Donde está?
Ella. At least for now.
I can probably beat it to. Yeah, I can definitely beat it to Bryson.
Oh, you'll beat it to Bryson,
So
but
this,
don't try and beat it to Gov Island.
I could try.
Don't, because you have to make a pickup with Bryson.
Nah, I could try. Built different. This curve is a really nice for like scenic shots too.
Yeah, the tight one.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the money situation, how we doing? We'll pay.
Is this on?
We're 90,000 in debt. God damn.
Wait, how we get to 90,000 in debt?
Because I had to take out like a 10 grand loan, and I just had some extra, so we're actually back down to 86.
I thought you said we were at like 18. I thought
We're
you said
at
we were at
80.
like 18
We were
earned.
at 80. 80.
Oh. Oh.
So the RRP telling us to get signals put us 6,000 more in debt.
I fail to see the issue. Push it to the limit. Oh. Is number 17 the train that's being thrown in my general direction?
Yes. Don't worry, you're lined to go down track 3.
I'm just thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna beat it to Bryson because it's actually getting there pretty quickly.
You'll be fine.
No, I'm
All the
not
switches are
saying
lined.
that I won't be.
The RP could be worse. I mean, yes, it could be the Suffering Southern.
All I'm gonna say is those are rookie numbers. We gotta bump those numbers up. We gotta get you in crippling debt immediately.
Also, I like
If
how
you
I
aren't-
I like how I overshot a switch. Great. Good job. Good job, Midland.
Trains are heavy.
No, that
Speaking
wasn't a
of
trains are
trains.
heavy. That was Midland forgot where he was on the railroad.
Oh. Rolling around at the speed of trains. Ever hear about the wreck of the old 97?
Yes.
Want me to recreate it?
No.
I mean, I could. Technically, it was a Southern locomotive, and it, you know.
Hey, what do I do with the metal weight in the boxer crate? You put it on the frame in the middle. As far as I know, I think you glue it to the frame in the middle, like on the interior
you're
of the boxcar.
You're supposed to like glue it on the floor in the middle of your boxcar.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to. I mean, it is technically optional, but it helps the cars track better.
Yeah.
Also, highly recommend if you got plastic wheels, I would highly recommend swapping them to like KD metal wheels. Just it might just be personal for preference, but I think they roll better with them.
Sometimes they do. In fact, more often than not, they do, depending on how well the plastic wheel sets are made.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Some companies have great plastic wheels, but others just are kind of hot garbage.
Or M4 having to shove this all back.
Or M4. You're calling M4 poor despite being a switcher locomotive doing switcher things exactly what the switcher was designed to do.
Yes.
If anything, it's living its best life. It's fulfilling its destiny. Following the call of the way of the switcher.
The way of the switcher.
The way of the switcher. This is the way. Making 90 miles an hour. Also, I'm in Bryson now, and I don't see number 17.
Because it's not embracing.
Why isn't it?
It's coming around the corner, entering Bryson right now.
But it should be here now.
Oh, shush.
It should be a shame to be in a passenger train that got beat to Bryson by a freight train.
Well, in fairness, the freight train was trying to reenact the wreck of the old 97, so...
I mean, if your railroad isn't constantly trying to reenact the wreck of the old 97, are you even railroading right?
You tell me.
Oh, that's not the track I wanted to be on. The big hole dump train. Hey, you remember when you told me you lined me into track 3?
Yes.
You lied to me.
I didn't lie. There was no
You did lie
lying
to
at
me.
all.
You lined me to track 4.
There was no lying at all. You were lying to track 3.
No.
You
I
were
was on
you
track
were
3.
lined until to track 3. I'm not saying
No.
until when you were lined into track 3.
Mm-hmm.
However,
But this is not technically lined to track 3. That's lined to track 4. Therefore, you lied to me.
no, my chat will vouch for me that you were lined to track 3 to a point.
Lined to track 3 to a point. No, that doesn't even make sense. You lined me to track 4.
This is how I know you
Therefore,
weren't paying attention to where you were.
No, I was paying attention to where I was.
Here's
I
the
was
thing,
looking
if
ahead.
you were actually paying attention, you would have seen the switch throw right in front of you.
No, I was paying attention. I was looking ahead. I was trying to make sure I was doing moves. And then there was the one switch which I thought my faithful conductor, the station master,
Yes.
the master of the trains of the railroad, the CEO, the chairman, the any controller himself would have set all the switches. I was thinking, man, it's so nice that Midland went ahead and set all my switches for me. So all I got to do is pull past the train and then hook on, and then I'll be out of this way. But no, we almost had a catastrophe, absolutely catastrophic collision.
I like how you're refusing to believe that I threw the switch in front of you.
No, I figured that's what happened. But it's much funnier if I just portray this as a schemed betrayal from the very beginning.
Oh, there was a schemed betrayal. It just was not as pre-planned as you expect.
Your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Exactly. And the ES&D kit came with metal wheels.
ES&D kit. What is the ES&D kit, by the way? Is it just a boxcar?
Yes, it's an AccuRail boxcar.
Ah, okay. Unfortunate that I don't have HO scale.
Yeah, how dare you?
I mean, I technically do, but...
How dare you not have a proper scale?
Wow. 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 Calling out a 130 like that.
Yep. Should have just been a Win3.
Well, if there was any manufacturers that made a decent amount of ON3 equipment, then I would be tempted to get into ON3. Matter of fact, I'd be more tempted to get into HON3 if there was, actually people who made stuff for it.
I mean, there are.
Locomotives. There are no manufacturers that make locomotives anymore.
Yeah, there are.
Who?
Just go on the used market.
That's not making locomotives anymore. That's you.
End scale
That's
voice.
different.
Let them do it sometimes. End scale voice. Yes.
If I were to want to have any sort of fleet which you could speak of, or any sort of locomotive roster to speak of in HON3, I would basically have to build all of the locomotives from scratch.
No, you could buy used ones.
Yeah, for like $900 or $1,000 a piece.
Depending on the locomotive, you can get as low as 200.
Yeah, for the little crappy brass porter.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Says the man who has HON3 equipment. Trying to model the broad top in HON3, as a matter of fact, which is even harder to find.
Don't know what you're on about. I have 7 hoppers.
How many locomotives you got?
We don't talk about that.
I have been half inclined, not gonna lie, to look at possibly selling my ON30 stuff.
Selling your ON30, you say?
Well, I mean, that thought was originally spurred on by, oh my gosh, if I buy this live steam G-scale locomotive,
You will never financially recover from this.
essentially. So I was like, okay, what can I do to offset the cost and support this big new thing that I got? Because if I got a live steam locomotive, I would probably not really want to mess with much else, I guess. Because it's like I got limited space, and if I'm going to utilize that limited space for a layout, I would rather just have like big layout for one thing. But that didn't happen, so we don't have to worry about that. But I have considered trying to get into bigger things.
Yes, you have. And you should get
And-
into bigger things. Wow.
And if I can offset the cost, like my ultimate goal would be to have like a little ride-on railroad around my yard
Yeah.
whenever I get land for a yard. Whether that be like 7.5-inch gauge or 15-inch gauge or 2-foot gauge or even 3-foot gauge if I'm really
Feeling spicy about
in if I'm really in Fantasyland.
Yes. Also,
Um,
Southern 207 Hobbies. I'm well aware of the Waynesburg in Washington. I don't know much of the history, but I am very much aware of it.
Waynesburg in Washington.
Yes. Little 3-foot line that was bought out by the Pennsy.
Oh, that thing. You know what I always thought would be really cool? You know how they have all these like disused standard gauge rail lines
Yes.
that realistically speaking the class 1 will never take back over, or
Yes.
in no short line will probably ever run on them?
Yes, I'm well aware.
I think it'd be really cool if someone did like the British model and put like a 15-inch gauge tourist / commuter line on one of those.
Pull a Romney Heights dim church.
Essentially, yeah.
How are we doing on money? We're doing decent on money.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be like 15-inch gauge, because 15-inch gauge is kind of dinky. You could do 2-foot gauge or even 3-foot gauge. But I mean, in essence, you're embracing, in doing that sort of stuff, you're embracing the factors that made narrow gauge appealing to begin with. Lower initial cost, lower maintenance cost, lower cost of equipment, lower running costs. You can get away with using lighter rail, lighter equipment, etc., etc., etc.
In Southern 207 Hobbies, when you get bought out by the Pennsy, unfortunately, conversion to standard gauge is usually what happens.
I mean, if everyone else is running standard gauge and you're not, the standard gauge will make you run standard gauge. Unless you disappear before they standard gauge your line.
Or you're the EBT and say, we'll just extend narrow gauge trucks under standard gauge cars. Thank you very much.
Yeah, essentially. Or you could be like the East Tennessee and Western North Carolina and have both.
Yeah, fun fact: two of the standard gauge engines are still around.
Yeah, they are. I haven't actually gone and seen them yet. Which,
well, one you won't see because it's currently under rebuild.
Well, yeah, but I mean the one I can see, I haven't gone and seen it yet.
Yeah, Southern 630 and Southern 722. It's a little tricky to see 722 at the moment because it's kind of in pieces all across the country.
Yeah.
630, however, I believe is operating on weekends at the QVRM at the moment.
Actually, 630 used to run through. I think it ran through during the. Oh, what was that?
Yeah, they had a beginning part 21st
Yeah,
century steam.
Yeah. They actually ran through the town. My hometown. Well, I guess home city. I guess you could call it. A couple of times, but I never actually got to catch it when it ran through the station.
How dare
Which
you.
was unfortunate.
How dare you.
I know, right?
Don't worry, it's fine. I missed 765 going over the curve when I had the chance.
How dare you?
Yep.
Why is that set like that?
What's set like what?
It was set. Someone didn't normalize the switches
I
at
blame the AI.
A likely story. Blame the robots.
Yeah,
Actually, that would be it. That'd be an interesting question. Any lawyers in the chat? Can an AI or artificial intelligence or a robot be held liable in court? Whoa! No! Why is it no? Did you just flip that? Making me dump my train. You know what?
I said potential chaos. I didn't exactly say what would cause it.
I'm going to disgrace Millie with this whistle that I'm putting on it now, just because of that.
What, you putting like the New Haven 5 on it or something?
Hmm?
You putting the New Haven 5 on it?
No, I'm putting the Buckeye 3.
Oh, how dare you.
Actually, you can't hear it because your whistles are broken, and it make.
Ha ha! Your plan has failed. Also, why is 14 saying choosing gauge? Oh, because 14 is going up. That's right. 14 went up combo.
Panama. I think they changed the Crosby 3 chime.
I think they got a different recording or something.
Still sounds a little chunky, but I think it sounds better than it did. Whoops. I might have accidentally erased the milli off the side of the locomotive without
How
looking.
dare you?
I can fix it. Is it just M-I-L-I-E?
M-I-L-L-I-E.
Did you put spaces between it?
No. It was all caps, though.
Okay. I fixed it. If someone hadn't been messing with the switches, it would have been fixed sooner.
I mean, you didn't have to do anything. That's really helpful.
Blame the victim.
Why is this that we do will not be saying tar and feathers?
Tar and Why are we tarring? Who are we tarring and feathering?
I don't know.
Slightly concerned. Please clarify.
Allison Cheney is not a lawyer, but I believe the organization that made the AI is really responsible for it. AI itself cannot be prosecuted. That would make sense. Also,
I
welcome,
will
Allison.
sue my Roomba for running over my foot.
No, you would sue Roomba, the company.
You know, there was a man. I heard about a man who threw a boomerang. It came back and hit himself, and then he sued himself and successfully sued himself and won in court for medical bills. And then in suing himself, his medical insurance is the one that actually paid it out. Just sort of, I guess, a roundabout way of doing it, but I guess it works.
Yeah, I don't know why people would do that, but you know. Welcome
If
to
it works, it works.
It works.
Place to stay.
It is too.
I am making headway.
Just remember you have to stop and what are you going to pick up?
I refuse.
Well, too bad.
No, there ain't no stopping this train. There might be some stopping this train. My train don't chugga chugga, it chews. Tar and Feathers was for defacing the QSRX logo.
Oh, so we're tar and feathering you.
Apparently.
I might be mildly okay with
Yay! Catlin would be upset. You know Catlin likes me.
this. That's true. Catelyn does like it. Alice Chase suing an AI would be like suing a dog. The owners were liable for the dog as ours. Okay, yeah, as they seem to be in control of it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Here we see the hell. Boy!
Boy.
Boy!
You still watching my train, or are you just kind of scanning over the horizon?
Boy!
Boy, I say boy. Running trains. Was there stuff actually in Whittier proper that needed to be interchanged, or was it just the stuff at East Whittier?
Should just be the stuff.
No. All right. Well, there is one flat car, but I'm not going to bother with it because it's on the other side, and I can't.
Yeah.
The one flat car at the like station house.
Wow, not even whistling for the crossing. Wow.
Wow, you're just sitting here watching me.
Yes.
It's a silent crossing.
I'm currently waiting for
I
14
know.
to come back down the mountain and mollywop you.
14 is still all the way up at L1. I don't even know what you're talking about. Just stalking my train. Quit putting handbrakes on my stuff. Stop. I beg you, please.
I'll change again, not a lawyer formally, not formally trained in law, just parroting what we've heard on the internet. For serious legal questions, contact your local lawyer. Exactly.
Remember, any advice you get... What? Boy! Okay. Controlled descent. Controlled descent. Controlled descent! There we go.
Controlled descent.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, so I need to be in track 2, coming all the way down here. That's a decent string. Okay. Again! Are you subdividing my train? Oh, this is not going to be good. That was on you. That was 100% on you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You say as I watch your stream back, which is like 10 seconds behind you, and I see you going down the line, strategically uncoupling my entire train. You can see that you're currently looking at the car on the ground.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. 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 I'm over here trying to be a good engineer, you know, making you actually making you money, not causing chaos on your own, you know, on your railroad like we normally do on the Suffering Southern. And here you are destroying your own railroad.
In the arms of
For just a small fee, you too could support a general.
You know what? I will take my small fee now. Thank you. I also can be bribed for
Beer
G
and
scale,
food.
0-30, 15-inch gauge, and other assorted gauges. And booze. Don't forget booze.
Man, it would be a
You
real
put
shame.
handbrakes on this.
It'd be a real shame if I just left the throttle on the ceiling of this Mikado.
You know, it's funny you say that because I still have the controls in my hand. Wait, you're not talking about my Mikado, are you?
No.
Do it. Bet you won't. Oh, hi. That's a train.
Why are you backing up?
Because I want to make sure that you didn't uncouple any more of my cars. I'm not entirely sure I coupled everything back. Therefore, I wanted to check.
Chat, you could decide what happens here. Chat can very easily decide what happens here.
You say as I'm outpacing you. I'm slightly concerned with how fast you're coming up behind me. Slightly concerned with how fast you're coming up behind me. What you doing there, Midland?
Only slightly concerned.
What you doing there, Midland? Ha! Take it.
And whiplash.
Ha! What?
That's why I said. That's why I said whiplash.
Did you see what I did just before you did that?
Oh, I had a feeling you were throwing switches.
Hmm. That was a bit spicy. That was a spicy meatball. Okay. Big hole. And dump the train. And slam it in reverse.
It was just like, and whiplash. Well, we're
Ooh,
actually...
look, Benny.
Exactly. Well, folks, we're actually kind of getting towards maybe the middle end of the stream. We'll probably end the stream when General gets those cars down to the interchange. But I wanted to take this time to thank everybody for watching. If you feel like super chatting or donating or joining the support crew, I really do appreciate it. Though it's not required, please don't feel obligated to give money. It just any support absolutely helps and helps expand the channel a little bit further. I also wanted to keep everybody updated that the streaming schedule will likely be Tuesday and Thursday from here on in. There'll still be surprise streams on other days when I have time, but as for scheduled stuff, it'll likely be Tuesday and Thursday. And I have some busyness coming up here soon, but I'll hopefully have some videos to help cover that during that time, a couple weeks here. And again, I just want to thank everybody for their support. You guys are awesome. Any likes, comments, even just viewing the videos, all of it helps and is genuinely, truly appreciated. And I just want to thank everybody. Also, if you're not a member of the Discord yet, we do have a Discord server. It's in the description, or at least it should be. As I check that real quick. So if you want to join that, please join that. And that's kind of where you can interact with me and a few other members of the community. And just generally have a good old time. And yeah, just thank you everybody on this Tuesday for watching. Genuinely appreciate it. Helps make things go a little quicker and a little better.
Let's see what that looks like. Alright, let's reduce that down just a little bit. There we go. Wow, that actually fits really well on there.
What fits really well?
Don't worry about it.
Boy!
No, it doesn't say boy anymore.
Or does it say like MILFs or something?
No. Ah, there's the loose lad hand. No, it doesn't say MILFs. It does say something else, though. Alright, I am now leaving with my 27 car train as this little Mikado pulls its heart out.
Yes.
I didn't check my water before I left, but that's future me problem.
You have 5,100 gallons, you're fine.
It's fine.
Let's see what you wrote here. Mothman stole $5.32 from me in the Applebee's parking lot.
He's real, I tell you. I'm so glad that I figured out how to do the brakes and everything on the side of the tender. How soon till I clear the switches? Faster. Let's go faster. Also, your tender is now at 94% due to your shenanigans, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Actually, what's that? And the crap car that's right behind it is at 84.
It's fine.
Stop playing with my whistle.
Wow, railroad. I'll play with that around wall.
Boy! You know what? Because that's the way we travel on the Polar Express. Oh wait, that's right. Your whistles are still broken. You can't hear the glory that is the Polar Express. What is that?
For me, this is the Polar Express 5 jump.
That sounds slightly different.
Because I had it on the Great Northern 5 chime before.
But I put it on the Polar Express, unless you changed it right after I
think
okay,
I
never mind.
did.
Probably. hot, hot. Here we only got one rule. You know, we can officially have Polar Express themed trains now. You do realize that.
Legally, no, it has to be legally distinct.
Legally distinct Polar Express. Antarctic special. No. The Antarctic Cannonball. Well, that would be the Arctic Cannonball, wouldn't it?
I think it would be.
Yeah. 'Cause Arctic means bears, Antarctic means no bears. And the bears are in the north.
Yes.
You know that actually doesn't have anything to do with polar bears?
Really?
Yeah, it actually has something to do with a star constellation that's like a bear. It's just a happy coincidence that the polar bears are there in the Arctic Circle and not in Antarctica.
Gotcha. And this is lessons with the general.
Fun facts with the general are brought to you by
The general.
yes. Today's fun fact is brought to you by the letter C. Barber Pole Express.
Barber. God.
We can't have hot chocolate either. We have to have warm chocolate. You know, actually, when I was like little, I think I was in like elementary or actually when I was going up, I went to like 5 schools in
You're not the only one.
grade school. Yeah, because we had elementary, then we had intermediate, then we had middle, then we had a 9th grade campus, and then we had high school.
See, oh geez, growing up, I went to about 10 different schools, if I remember right. Purely because of
Is that just because you? So you were just moving around?
Yeah.
I was saying that as in like that was all within the same school district because we didn't move during that entire time. I don't know why they broke it up like that, but
Because they felt like it.
but I was in intermediate school, which I think was like 6th grade. That was like sixth grade for me, and the Polar Express had been a thing for a little bit, or for like a year or two, I think. And I remember we had Polar Express Day right before Christmas,
No.
and everyone wore pajamas. And I found this, and we were supposed to all bring in stuff for like, hot chocolate and cookies and all that sort of stuff. I found like an actual tin of official Polar Express hot chocolate.
Nice.
Like it was actually marketed as Polar Express hot chocolate. And it might just be, young mind having bias of drinking Polar Express brand hot chocolate while watching the Polar Express at school, but that was some of the best hot chocolate I'd ever had. It was like actually made with milk and everything too. I don't know if this is a controversial take or not, but if you make hot chocolate with water, you're objectively wrong. And I will judge you harshly.
The issue is sometimes you're forced to.
The times when I am forced to use water instead of milk are very few and far between. I will drive to a convenience store or a gas station or somewhere and get a thing of milk to make hot chocolate before I would make it with water. What you doing there, Midland? What you doing there, Midland?
Nothing.
Not playing with your angle cock in the back there, are you?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No? Not right before we go up the hill to slow us way down, are you?
Nope. Here. Happy Sunday. I don't think I've seen you in chat before. Welcome. You went to a different school in your high school. Luckily, I didn't have that, but yeah, that's kind of happened. And so I'm sure say hi. Was it 3 schools elementary, middle, and high school, and then grad school? You're after the school in Cornwall? Yeah. I'm assuming you mean in the same district or Southern QSL.
I mean, in theory, that's how it should work, is elementary, middle, and high school.
In theory.
But, yeah, I don't know if it was just because my school district was so big, or if it was because my school district was just straight up stupid, but they broke it up between, like, 5 schools, because the intermediate school was technically it was like elementary school went up to 4th grade. But I was the first class that went to the intermediate school, so we only went there for like the 6th grade year. So it was supposed to be 5th and 6th grade in intermediate school. Then middle school was like 6th, 7th, and 8th. Or I guess at that point 7th and 8th.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm getting that off. Maybe it's supposed to be like 4th and 5th at intermediate school.
It could have
And
been.
6th, 7th, and 8th at the middle school. And then we had a 9th grade campus, which was the old high school, which was just, it was nothing but 9th graders, which, if you've ever dealt with the 9th graders, yeah, you can imagine. And then it was high school.
Army grad. I'm assuming that means she moved around because of bases and everything. But yeah, it sounds like there was a district out here, not like where I am, but on the eastern part of the state that did something similar. And I never understood it. Like, why would you split it up? I mean, maybe for population reasons. Like,
That would be that's the only thing I can really think of, because my school district, to be fair, is already, I know for a fact that my high school is overpopulated, and my district is absolutely, stupid. For multiple reasons. For starters, they drag their feet in building a new high school, even though the whole reason we had the 9th grade campus was because the high school was overcrowded.
Yep.
For reference, the high school that I went to was built in the 70s. The 9th grade campus was built in the 40s. It was the high school built in the 40s. And the high school was like, it was a good sized high school. Plus they had portables outside, the temporary buildings that stayed there permanently.
Yeah, basically the trailers.
Yeah, the double wide trailers outside. And they were still overpopulated. So they finally stopped dragging their feet and decided to build a new high school. Except for they decided to build it after they didn't buy the 60 acres of land that was directly behind the high school, which they'd been using for like running around on track and stuff for years. So they didn't buy that. So guess what got put there? Apartments. Guess what that did? Made the overpopulation worse. But don't worry, they're building a new high school. They finally build the new high school. Guess what happened the first year?
Too many people?
Yeah, it was already overcrowded before they even finished the high school.
Well, so welcome, Jack. We're a little late, but we're here. We're streaming. We're having some fun. I'm somewhat torturing General a little bit.
Well, the sad thing is that anything you do to me instantly reflects back on you because this is your railroad.
Exactly.
But yeah. In addition to that, before they built the new high school, they had a parking lot. It was a very basic parking lot. It was just big, flat, open, like probably 20 acres worth of just asphalt. Big open parking lot, lots of space. Still, there was plenty of space, plenty of open room. You know, no one struggled for parking. Maybe you'd have to park a little far away, but no one ever struggled for parking for anything like for like regular school. The only time they might struggle for parking is, you know, if you had like a big event like a marching band competition or a football game or something like that. But I know for a fact that parking lot was just massive because I actually had to practice out there when I was in marching band and it was like 100 and something degrees outside on the black asphalt. It was great. But as part of the whole redesign and revamp and new high school, guess what they did?
What?
They took the perfectly good big flat open parking lot and reduced its capacity by putting a whole bunch of these little concrete islands in there for like street lights and made the whole thing smaller. So they essentially not only did they make the high school too small, they cut their parking capacity, which was already kind of, you know, where it needed to be, but maybe was getting a little tight as it was, and then essentially took that and cut it in half.
No. Good job.
All I can say is I'm very glad I'm no longer in high school or that school district. And thankfully, my brother didn't have to keep going to that school district because we actually ended up moving, and he finished out his high school at a much smaller school district, or high school.
Gotcha.
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel? Ezekiel has connected.
Ezekiel has connected.
But Ezekiel's not in voice chat. What is going on? Oh, there's Ezekiel.
Oh, up.
Hi.
Hi.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Welcome to some chaos on the QNS.
Chaos, you say?
Yes.
Yes, chaos. We are currently slogging up the hill at 16 miles an hour, heading towards Silva. About to reach Cowie.
The town outside of Dillsboro.
You know, I'm from the south. I probably should know how to pronounce that.
Some change. You went to a couple of small town schools in your time. You moved around a lot. Well, then elementary school and middle school was part of the same building. I've seen, like, the weirdest I've seen of that was an elementary school that was in the same building as the high school because the district was so small.
Could you imagine high schoolers having to deal with, like, first and second graders?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they loved it.
That'd be like having a swarm of piranhas just rolling around your ankles at all times.
Yeah. So, Ezekiel, silly
Yes.
question. When was the last time you updated the mod pack?
Yep.
We were having this issue earlier.
The date on the mod pack is from March. It's the newest one I have.
So if you go to the Angry Ragtimers community server, the mods are listed in there, I believe.
I'm assuming you're in the Angry Dome.
Yeah, I'm in
So
Angry's
you
server.
might want to check that out to get the new ones.
Angry's domain.
No, not that one.
Oh, that's
No,
the one I
it's-
meant.
You want to
Yeah,
be
it's
in Angry
in the,
Ragtimer's chill zone. His community
Oh.
zone.
That I don't have.
Well, then let me rectify that real quick.
What, you mean you haven't gone into the description of one of Angry Ragtimer's videos and going to...
I don't go into descriptions very often.
No, you don't. So welcome, Ezekiel. A rare occasion where you're able to join us.
It does happen. This is the first time I've played Railroader in over a month.
Well, that just happened.
What just happened?
I think my headset just cut out for no apparent reason.
Well, we can hear you.
Like, no, it cut off. It, like, straight up cut off.
Oh, I don't know.
Do I need to have roles?
There
Rules
should
and
be a
guidance.
thing that
Oh,
you
I
accept.
presume. There we go.
Yeah.
No, I got it. I had to go to rules and hit
Yes,
the
you
check,
had to accept the rules. Congratulations.
which I didn't read, but it's okay.
It's the same rules of all the other characters.
Yeah, I believe it.
The rules are legally binding. You must now give up your firstborn to the Angry Ragtimer.
Oh, shoot! Maybe I should have read those rules.
Nah.
But there was
Fine.
also, I think
Yeah,
there's also a
standard
clause
procedure.
in there that it can be your second born if they were born on the 5th Tuesday in February.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I think
Aw.
acceptable substitutes also include, cute pictures of dogs and or money,
Yes.
So I have
as well as White
some-
Pass G scale equipment.
Oh, jeez, Allison. Okay, yeah.
I have some of these, but I need to go do some downloading, so I'm going to leave the game for a minute.
And then deal with some
Do you have
downloading.
Unity Mod Manager? That's going to be a big one.
I have it.
Good.
Okay.
And
'Cause I already
so, yeah,
have-
I saw that picture. That's a good job. You're doing a good job on that.
I already have the memory leak fix, which needed it.
You know, I probably should get that one too. Is that one actually still necessary?
It helps with NVIDIA cards. It doesn't really help with other cards.
Oh, good. I have an NVIDIA card, so I'm glad I have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have an NVIDIA card too, so I maybe should look at doing that. I'm rocking a 1080 Ti right now.
Wow.
I have my 6700 XT. Right now, my biggest issue though is not a video card. It is needing $400 to be donated to the Midland Needs More Storage Fund in his NAS.
You say, as I'm over here with 128 gigabyte solid state and a 1 terabyte hard drive. You're over there with like 12 terabytes of hard drive and
I
like
have a 1 terabyte SSD main as my OS drive. I have a
Yeah,
2 terabyte
your
game drive, which is also an SSD, and then I have a 4 terabyte SSD that is my video editing drive, and then I have a 4 terabyte redundant NAS, which is for long-term storage, and that's actually what I need the storage upgrade for, because that's like 500 gigs away from being full.
you're sitting at 10 terabytes of data,
Yes.
and you're still almost filling 4 of that.
Yes.
You need to understand how ridiculous that statement is when I'm over here with 1 terabyte of hard drive and 128 gigs of solid state. My computer's been rocking around for 7 or 8 years now.
There's again, nobody's obligated to donate, but please know that if you do donate, it will be going to something that will greatly help, at least in the production flow of the channel. Especially when Midland is exporting 256 gigs of footage at a shot from his primary camera.
Doesn't the memory leak fix kind of like help with FPS issues and frame rate drops?
FPS issues, it keeps the VRAM in check, and things like that.
I know that. I think I only got 8 gigs on my 1080 Ti.
I think
Which
1080
is
Ti's have
unfortunate.
11.
Have what?
Have 11 gigs of VRAM. I'm not sure though. It's been a while since I looked into
I can check.
it. Cappy, what's a terabyte? I'm only working 500 gigs. Yeah, welcome to the video production world, as brought to you by the one, the only Reboot Mario.
You need to just start. You need to stop doing terabytes and start doing teraflops.
It doesn't work that way.
Sure it does. It works
But yeah,
that way because I
basically
say
my next plan is to get 2 12 terabyte hard drives and rebuild the RAID in my NAS. So instead of 4 terabytes redundant, it'd be 12 terabytes redundant. And then I would need to figure out something to do with my 4 terabyte drive, which I don't know yet, but I'll figure something out.
I can't tell if these are telling me that they're conflicting or if they're sharing it.
What?
Motherboard resources, both my Intel PCI controller and my 1080 Ti. I don't know. Hold on.
Brazil, you have a 4090. You lucky. Most work has a really good space heater, though. Allison Chains, you know,
Alright.
small towns, everything is close together. You got your elementary school next to your middle school, next to your high school, next to your funding for college. Yeah. Sounds about
So
right.
let's see.
Meanwhile, Ezekiel is going to be worrying and quiet.
Oh, because I'm focused because I have a lot of stuff to download.
Oh god. That's right.
Uh,
I forget
well,
how big the mod is.
well, I have to do one at a time because he's got everything listed one at a time, not just like a single pack to
As a
download.
pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, shoot, let me get up to Alarka. So
According to my system information, the 1080 Ti has 32 bits slash pixels. Let's see, where is the
it's a
the
32
adapter RAM is 1,048,500.
You're not looking at the right spot. That's
No, I'm not.
no.
No, where is my freaking? Tell me what I need to know.
You could just use Google.
But I want to know.
1080 Ti VRAM, 11 gigabytes. Also, I like how we had a bunch of money sitting in Alarka because the train went the wrong way because a switch wasn't normalized.
What?
The passenger train in Alarka
Okay.
Oh,
needs to be adjusted. So I'm going to adjust it real quick, and then when it's done unloading, we'll fast forward to the next morning. Jackie B.
Okay,
Irish
well-
is running a 3070 and seems to run quite well. Though you may be overclocking it. Well, 3070s are good cards. I know Boo likes 3070s.
I probably need to look at upgrading my computer at some point. Also, look, money.
Money! Where we can pay down the debt. Now we're only $4,000 more in debt than when we started.
But
Debt. It's debt.
but wait, there's more. I actually ended up upgrading how much RAM I have, and I'm running it as 4-channel right now. I think I have 32 gigs of RAM right now. Yeah, I have 32 gigs of RAM running it in 4 channels, so I have like 4 8-gig sticks.
Okay.
Which
I'm
isn't-
rocking 8 8-gig sticks.
Yeah, I only have 4 slots on my motherboard, so I can't do that.
Welcome to Threadripper.
Yeah, I have my board is an Alienware, and I've been told that those don't like to play it well with other things.
Yeah, the Alienware is fun.
Yeah, Alienware doesn't play nice with others.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason why I'm thinking about getting a new computer. I bought the Alienware when I did because I wanted a pre-built computer and I didn't really know a whole lot about computers, and I had heard Alienware was good. Also, Midland, did you fall off the train?
No, well, maybe. I'm up in Alark at the moment. So it's a
You
non-zero
fell off the
chance that
train.
I did in fact fall off the train.
You did, in fact, fall off the train. You are no longer in the cab of my locomotive as I speed away from successfully dropping all the cash in Silva. All the laundered cash, washed cash, totally legitimate business transactions for the Suffering Southern.
You keep saying for the Suffering Southern.
Yes.
And
We've already established that this is nothing more than the Suffering Southern's laundromat.
that. You keep trying to establish that, but that has
Chat
not
has
been
embraced
actually
it already.
established as fact. So
It is now officially part of the lore of the QNS.
it is not.
It's canon.
Nope. Overlooking Midland. Oh, I'm fairly new PC. Overclocking it out of it. Okay, got it. Currently using an Alienware laptop. Alienware can make good stuff. It's usually recommended to build your own if you can, if you feel comfortable doing it.
I've just had a few experiences with Magic Smoke.
Cool. This mod doesn't have a file for me to download. The
I say
parlor
a few
cars and other
experiences.
passenger car upgrades.
Huh.
It doesn't look like it currently exists.
Huh. Also, I parked number 12 just kind of off on the passing track in Silva.
If you could turn it around, that'd be helpful.
On what?
The turntable in Dillsboro.
You want me to go all the way back to Dillsboro?
Fine, you don't have to. Let me just get this loading up, and then I'll fast forward to the next day.
Do you want me to go ahead and run your power around for number 16 around for the passenger train?
You don't have to right now, because I'm gonna be asleep. Now you can, if you want. Ralston, hello. And Cabby, that you're a truck driver, so your laptop makes more sense. Yes, it does.
Manuel. Reverse. Of course. Why wouldn't there be a rating on this? This train needs coal and water.
All right. I think I have everything. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll find out.
In the next episode of Ah.
All right.
Well, I'm back.
You're back. And
Welcome back.
Can you see things?
Sure. I don't. What am I looking for?
Do
Trains.
you see the lights?
Mainly trains.
I do see trains. I
Do you
saw
s-
trains
do you see-
before.
Do you
So
see? Do you see Mikados and such moving?
moving. Hold on. Where are you? Where are these moving trains?
One's up in Alarka, and General might be, if he's being nice, getting the stuff at the interchange.
I had to run around your power for your passenger train.
So at Silva, you'll see trains.
Your train is now on its merry way, by the way.
You sent it on its merry way.
Yeah,
How dare you?
with a slight bit of customization.
Oh God, what did you do this time?
Nothing malicious.
Let's see. Oh, up. Let's see, Alarka. You said I should see something moving at Alarka? Oh, yeah, hey.
Yep.
Number 17?
Yep.
Yeah, I see number 17. Do I
Characters
see
from
it
the train.
on
Have fun, Ralston. Be safe.
I see it on the
Wilson.
map.
Wilson. What?
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 Who?
Huh?
Where?
Oh, Rolston. Rolston.
Yes.
I thought you said Wilson.
No, I did not. You did.
Who did?
You.
When?
Just
And I
now.
see General's train. So that's
Yay.
good.
You see trains. Good.
Do you hear the whistles?
Are you whistling right now?
No, I
Because
am.
if you're whistling right now, I don't hear it.
Which whistle are you looking at? Or which train are you looking at?
Were you back before?
I'm looking at 16. Which one's yours?
12.
Oh, you're on 12. Let's see. Go to 12. There you go. Let's now try it. Yeah, I hear it.
This is the Polar Express whistle, by the way.
Of course it is.
Because warm, hot. We got warm chocolate. We don't have hot chocolate. We are the legally distinct Polar Express.
What?
Legally distinct
We're-
Christmas train.
Yeah, legally distinct Christmas train. We are the Arctic Special.
Oh yeah, Polar Express 5 chime. Look at that. Now, if I remember right, Green added more Illinois Central.
There is an Illinois Central.
Well, there
And
has
Illinois.
there has been an Illinois Central, but I thought he was adding a second one.
You did. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
I was rocking it earlier. Hold on.
General,
Yes.
why did you put an NNW Hooter on 16?
I was waiting to see how long it would take you to notice. All right. This is the new Illinois Central 3 chime, by the way.
Oh, yes, please. Yes.
Yeah, I was rolling around with that earlier when I was hauling that freight train. And then Midland started messing with my whistle, and shenanigans were had, and we ultimately made a truce with the Polar Express whistle.
All right.
Is all of this Robinson Gap?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Yes, it is.
all right. We're just
there's
gonna do
actually
this.
even another car in.
No, I see it. I see it.
Well, no,
So
in
here's-
Dillsboro, there's a box car.
What?
For
Oh,
Robinson
did it
Gap
just
2.
not get? Did it just not get grabbed?
No, it came at the second interchange when I drug the second interchange up there. So, it got
Okay.
grabbed, just not in the sense.
So Midland,
Got grabbed but not delivered.
Yes.
where should I cause chaos?
That's a great question.
Because
Confusion and delay.
because if you want, I could actually cause chaos.
You
I figure I'd be
could.
nice and ask.
You could. The one thing I will say is until General gets the interchange into Dillsboro and we get it all switched out and sorted, there's really nothing except the passenger trains running.
Nice.
So, you could potentially you could grab the M6 and then potentially take some of the cars that were repaired in Bryson to their destinations, even though they're still being repaired.
Critical alarm. You have a defect. Train
Yes.
too slow. You have a defect.
God. Yes. Those cars definitely have a defect because they are currently being fixed. Actually, let me look at something. You could, in theory, if you wanted to, grab the 14 and run logs real quick.
I'll do that. That's easy.
I'm currently waiting for for Mogul number 1 to get fixed, so I can run it back to Bryson with the executive train.
Whoa. Okay, here we go. That was weird. I
Mhm.
teleported. My camera teleported underground.
Yeah,
So-
it's in one of the recent updates that's been happening, and they haven't fixed it yet.
Okay, I haven't.
It's a bug, not a feature. It's a feature, not a bug.
You wish.
It's a bug, not a feature.
How else do you think? It's the you're simply getting the POV of the mole people overlords who rule over the railroad secretly. No, why are you so sensitive, Brakes?
Oh.
Are you in Whittier?
Select.
These brakes are kind of like, you know, when you're playing with your brother and you accidentally hit him just like a little too hard and he instantly overreacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel like with these brakes.
Also, I like how things in Whittier are still being fixed. Great. Yes, the warm hot chocolate and North Cold Place Railroad. Yes, exactly.
Oh. Dirt.
Did you try AIing the number 14?
Yes, I did.
Well, there was
And
a
it yelled at
handbrake.
me because there's a handbrake.
Yes. It went, how dare you?
It did. I'm starting out strong.
Is there an SP6 on the Roberts? No, we're gonna go GM5. Alright, well, so it's at 80%. I mean, I'd rather it be a little bit more than that, but come on.
Where? we go.
Ezekiel really just wants
What?
his
What?
ICs, his ICG giant.
I'm not predictable. I promise.
I mean, I'm definitely predictable because I always put a rating 6 on things when I can, and my whistle mod's actually working.
Yeah.
Grimsdale, you're out for the night. 6 a.m. wake up call and insomnia are fun fight. Hope you have a good night there, Grimsdale.
Have a wonderful time. No, I deleted it.
What did you delete?
Don't worry about it.
Boy! I said boy!
If you have to ask, you don't want to know.
I mean, I kind of figured.
Exactly.
Try and get the number one finally back to Bryson with the executive train. All hail the executive train. I'm also considering making the executive train one car longer, potentially, because I have the car to do it in Bryson. But
Mm-hmm. This train is struggling.
are you still not to Dillsboro?
It's a heavy train. It's 42 cars.
Let's see how that's my problem.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you insist on running nothing but Mikados.
All hail the Mikado.
If this was a tank Mikado, on the other hand.
No. Denied.
Also, good to see you have mountain iron, lumber, and forestry railroad representation on your railroad.
What did you change the 12 to?
Mountain iron, lumber, and forestry.
I said, boy. Something
The
ain't right with your
funny
head,
thing
boy.
is that I can just do that.
I have a feeling you just copied and pasted it back on, didn't you?
I mean, the beauty of it is that if you don't close the customization menu,
Yes.
then you don't even need to copy and paste it.
That's true. DRP, yes. Mikado supremacy. Mikado's old times.
Let's see.
And now we take the executive train. Back to where it belongs. one of the 2 remaining moguls on the line. Alright. Hey, down the death. We're only 1 grand more than when we started. We started the stream with 80,000 in debt. We're currently at 81,000 in debt.
Only 81,000.
Yes. All because people wanted me to get signals, which are currently stuck in Dillsborough.
Its signals are important.
Yeah, right now the entire railroad's dark territory.
You know, even though I've gotten this up to this speed, I don't know if I can stop.
How fast are you going?
42,
Why?
43, 44.
I would start setting up some air.
Maybe.
Also, General currently with the QNS's big train.
With the what?
You have the QNS's big train.
Yeah, I am the QNS's big train. 42 cars, Connie.
Yep. Oh, and I didn't know that, Appalachian Cast. Also, hi. Yes. Hi, Appalachian Cast. How are you? We have General and Ezekiel in chat.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Am I lined into Dillsborough?
Probably not. Depending on your definition of line.
If you have to ask, you probably don't want to know.
You know, considering Midland's record with switches today so far, I'm going to go ahead and just assume no.
That'd be a safe assumption.
Yeah, that seems pretty safe.
Because you're line for the main one, probably.
Let's play Is This Track Clear?
Let's see. Yeah, that yard track should be clear, according to the map.
You know, that's the other thing I don't have installed, which I probably should.
The enhanced map.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
the enhanced map is pretty nice.
Yeah, because track 2 in Dillsborough is definitely cool.
Oh. You can change switches from the map. I love it.
Yep.
Wait, can you actually?
Yes.
Yeah. You can see their position and change them on the map.
You can back do that.
Excellent.
It is a very helpful mod.
I would imagine. I would gladly use it if I had it.
Well, you can always download it.
Yes. Hey Midland,
Yes.
the train won't fit in the yard.
Well, that's because you need to sort the train. So split it up and put it on the other tracks.
But I don't wanna.
Too bad.
Well, it's kind of your duty, so get on it.
How is it my duty? I was just told to bring them here. I wasn't told to split them up.
Well, congratulations. You've been voluntold to switch them.
Hmm. Joke's on you. I can do this. Aha!
Also, wait, Isolation Chaos. How did I trigger RO PTSD through?
I don't think he caught that you left, or he ignored it.
Oh,
I am mildly ignoring
Ah, all right.
mildly ignoring it.
because I'm trying to get the executive track to what is it?
Executive train. Throw the switch. Throw the switch. Okay.
You throw the switch.
I did.
Oh. I do kind of remember that evolution, yeah.
What?
Using Railroads Online Extended to remotely switch switches.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a thing. Rest in peace.
Actually, we still play that every now and then.
Well, you guys
I
do.
am-
I would have to buy it again in order to play it.
Yeah, well, I can't blame you for not wanting to rebuy it.
Nothing against anybody who does still play it. I just refuse.
You refuse to give money. Dib-a-dib-a-dib. Oh, we can do better than that. We can do a little bit worse than that. Split the difference. Perfect.
You are just fool.
I mean, it's going to be.
How bad is
I was
it?
laughing at something else.
Oh. Of course you are.
Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boop-a-doo-boop-a-doo. Boop-a-doo-doo. Ring, 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 ring. Banana train. Shoo-ba-doo. Okay, whoever put this train together that's sitting on the other track, could you have not done that?
It was not put together at all. It was literally drugged there from the interchange.
It is literally the most disorganized string I have ever seen.
Good, it should be. We have 3 bananas in a trench coat, and we have Quaker Town oatmeal. Because of course we do.
All you found so far?
What, is there more?
There could be. I make no promises. You just sound so disappointed at that, too.
Just slightly. Also, why did my train just stop so quick? Oh, time to put together the new and improved
Yep.
executive
Crap,
train.
crap.
Meanwhile, General is shitting his pants.
Now, also, what's up with the company-owned string of hopper cars and box cars?
Because they're company owned.
But why are they here?
Because they're here.
But why are they here?
Because they're here. It's accepted.
Because they have to sit somewhere.
Exactly.
I'm more questioning why we have company-owned box cars than anything, to be honest.
Because we do. That's not the question.
I mean, what do you even do with company-owned box cars?
Stuff and things and excitement.
Again, if you have to ask, you don't want to know.
But I kind of do want to know, because it could be something cool.
It's for the mobile dance studio.
See, that's pretty cool.
Okay. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Meanwhile, in parallel universe,
Meanwhile, I'm glad I got the Bryson when I did. Because here comes the early morning express out of Alarka Junction in Hemingway.
the
Exactly
early
how you feel.
morning express.
The
I probably
Breakfast
should reset
Express.
that switch behind me.
So that's at Bryson. That's almost at Ella. The switches are lined for that. Good. Good. We're swell. We are swell.
That's swell.
But exactly, you should listen to Jack the Irish because they're here and not there. Exactly. There goes the early morning express.
Mm-hmm.
There she blows.
There she blows.
There she blows. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, what time is it?
9:48. We're gonna probably be ending here soon.
Yeah, I need to be heading to bed at some point just because I do need to get up in the morning.
How dare you?
You know, I was trying to be courteous and realign switches, and then I just realized it doesn't matter because I'm fouling the entire main behind me.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's fine. It's not like you have any trains barreling down on me right now.
Currently approaching Ella.
They're not on top of me right now.
New and improved office
Uh,
car special is assembled.
Where are the Robinson Gap cars you were talking about?
There's a boxcar in the string of cars that you said was unholily messed up.
Oh, I see it. It's naturally, it's on that side. Why wouldn't it be on that side? Okay. I can make this work.
Why is 14 stop for a switch line against?
Don't worry about that.
I feel like I should
Remember?
worry about that.
I'm running 14. It's fine. I promise.
I feel like I should worry about that.
Nope, not at all.
Terrain. Terrain. Terrain.
Pull up. Pull up.
Pull up. That's a fender bender.
Will 80 cars fit in Silva Interchange? No. I think the most is like 60.
I mean, we've come close to that before.
We've exceeded that before.
Mm-hmm. Banana train.
Just gonna have to go around and change the design on a lot of locomotives, aren't I?
Don't worry about it.
I'm kind of worried about it. Cat, I'm kind of worrying about it.
No, don't worry about it.
Why did somebody stick a dismal in the shed?
A dismal in the shed, what?
Why did somebody stick a dismal in the roundhouse?
Mm.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I think
Oh,
Cat knows
he's
exactly
he's referring to the fact that I took the diesel that he so harshly left in the cold and elements and stuck it in the roundhouse.
It needs to be readily accessible for switching duties.
It is readily accessible. It is in probably, arguably, one of the most readily accessible positions it could be, because it's literally lined to where it goes straight across the turntable. Versus having to actually, you know, move the turntable, like I had to do earlier when I had to get it out.
I'm hearing excuses.
Well. 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 M1E. What are these guys going to? M1E, M1E, M2Es. No, I'm trying to organize things.
You're making an attempt.
What's the boxcar that goes with the M1Es?
Is there a boxer that goes with them?
I don't know, because there's a Larka team. I got two boxcars. I got a Larka Team Track AL1.
That goes
then
into
an
the Alarka proper.
And then I got Alarka Copper Company M2S.
That goes for the M2 stuff. M1 does not have one this delivery.
Okay, so M2 goes with the...
Yeah, M1. The one at M1S is still unloading, so.
Yeah, that's right. Pull through those brakes. You don't need air. So what I'm hearing, though, is that the M2S card needs to go into, or go with the M2E cars. Yes?
The M2S goes with M2E, yes.
Okay. So I'm having to make a even more complicated switch maneuver
Yes.
than
Congratulations.
previously stated.
Doing good on finance. So that's there. Let's go check on general and see what's happening. House and Chains, if you're
Nothing-
cold, if you're cold, they're cold. Flipping your diesels in the roundhouse. Except we're in the south and it's springtime, therefore it's not cold.
Nothing to see here. Do not look behind the curtain.
I'm definitely looking behind the curtain.
Pay no mind to the man behind the curtain.
I'm looking behind the curtain.
Let me just kick that in that general direction. Kick the swag car into the rest of the cars. And I do this. One of these. And give it one of these. And Midland's gone very quiet. Not sure what he's plotting. He's touching my train.
What's this back? Welcome back, Austin.
That's a low move, touching a man's steam locomotive while he's doing switching duties with a diesel.
Well, hurry up.
Well, if someone organized this other string of cars before I got here...
All I'm hearing is complaints and excuses.
I didn't see you jumping up to volunteer to do all the switching duties.
No, because I told you to do it.
Why did my train just dump?
I don't know. What did your train just jump?
Did you dump my train?
No. I did not. I did no such thing.
Uh-huh. Hey, you remember that comment I made earlier about if I suddenly go dark?
Yeah.
My lights just made a very concerning flicker.
Yeah. Yes, Jack, here we are. There's confusion and delay. Ben was causing a lot of it.
I am causing none of it. If anyone's causing confusion and delay, it's you, Midland.
My railroad, it's impossible for me to cause confusion and delay.
I beg to differ.
Well, you can beg to differ all you want, you'll be wrong.
You're telling me that there's not a single case of upper management anywhere causing confusion and delay in their own operation?
Not on this railroad.
Hmm. I don't know what I've been doing.
If you don't know what you've been doing, I would recommend figuring it out. Because, you have a eastbound passenger train approaching Whittier.
Well, that sounds like a them problem.
That sounds like an Ezekiel problem.
Mm-hmm. That's future us problem. That's not our problem yet. That's the other guy's problem right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am clear of the main.
But are you?
100%. Come look.
I mean, you are.
I would, but that takes effort.
I just can't wait till you have to go into Whittier to get all the cars for the interchange. Also, apparently my chat is now saying Disney.
Disney.
Yes, apparently.
Why are they saying Disney?
I don't know. Let's see. General, I'm trying not to judge your switching choices, but why did you send that boxcar down that track?
There's a method to my madness.
You sure there's not a madness to your method?
See, I think it's
mean-
that one.
There could be. So watch this. So you put the lime in the coconut, and then you shake it all up.
Clearly.
No, don't steal that locomotive. It's necessary to my evil plan.
I'm moving it.
Well, stop moving it. It needs to be where it was.
Where it was not helping you in any way, shape, or form.
It was going to be. You need to just... I have a plan. I just need more money.
You have a plan, Arthur. You just need more
Yes, I
money.
have a plan, Arthur. I just need more money.
Sure. Totally. That's how that works.
I do have a plan though, and you're ruining it. Ruin it.
Literally.
Bring that train back.
Wait, are you
Bring
saying
it back.
Penn Central minutes examples of PG? See, I think Penn Central admin is more of an example of the New Haven management getting involved and ruining it. General, cease.
We need to bring the train back. You're not letting me do my thing. I'm trying to do the switching thing, but you're not letting me.
You're parking these cars out of the way.
They would be out of the way if you give me a few minutes. You're not gonna... You don't have a passenger train breathing down your neck yet.
It just departed. It's departing Whittier, sir.
So, it's still gotta stop at Wilmot.
You're assuming that it's actually stopping.
What's your point?
My point being, we are...
What'd you do to number 4?
I didn't do anything to number 4.
Why can't I control number 4? Did you demote me?
Maybe.
You didn't make it to where I couldn't use the whistles?
Hmm.
What?
I may have in fact done that. You have no proof.
Hmm. Well,
See?
since you foiled my plan that way, I will bring my plan to you.
See, my plan is working perfectly, and now we don't have to worry about anything being in the way of a passenger train.
Well, you see, your plan is stupid because now I'm going to have to make something in the way of a passenger train.
No, not if you do it right.
No, because now I'm going to have to chase the train that was already in position that would have
It was not in
reversed
position
onto
at
the train.
all.
It was in position. It was in prime position because the thought is it would reverse up onto the Alarka train and then it would be out of the way. But no, now I gotta come chase the train down all the way over there because you took it away from me.
Why do you want it on the Alarka train? The Robinson Gap is a dedicated run.
Just to keep it organized.
Plus the Alarka cars.
You
plus
could
the
run the
Robinson Gap
you could
cars
run the
wouldn't have
Alarka
fit.
cars. You can run the Alarka cars with the Robinson Gap stuff.
No, not on
Why
this
couldn't you?
railroad. Robinson Gap on this railroad is a dedicated run with nothing else attached.
But why not? Why not run it with Alarka?
Because the Alarka stuff goes with the fast freight up to Alarka that makes stops in Bryson and Whittier.
Well, I didn't know that.
You didn't ask.
You didn't say nothing. That's failure on management to inform
No,
the crew of what their
You've been on
orders
this
are.
railroad before. You know how it worked.
No, clearly not.
Clearly. You have to dock this on your
Either
performance
way, the
evaluation.
problem remains of you took off with the Robinson Gap train, sans one Robinson Gap car.
Well, that's your problem.
No, that's clearly your problem.
Clearly your problem.
I blame upper management.
I mean, you can blame upper management all you want.
Yes, I can. Watch me do it. It's really fun. You should try it sometime.
Doesn't make it any less your problem.
Actually, yes, it does. In the eyes of the law, it does. There's these things called employee rights.
You
Watch
don't-
me as I run in front of you.
You sold your soul to the railroad. You don't have rights.
Am I being railroaded right now?
Just a little bit. Just slightly.
Slightly railroaded on the railroad.
Yes. Check me out. Dedicated Lamborghini. Call a wambulance.
The ambulance. Who put a handbrake on this car? Oh yeah, I did.
You did!
I apologize. I'm used to you messing with me all
At
night.
least blame me for stuff that I'm actually blameful for. Gee.
Actually blameful for.
Damn. Either Ezekiel or General is doing this. And I'm finding it mildly amusing.
Doing what now? Huh?
The fun thing is that I can control this train and be perfectly busy. I can't believe you stole my entire train.
What do you mean stole?
You stole it.
I strategically transferred it to an
You
alternate
stole it.
I strategically transferred that
stole
equipment to
it.
an alternate location.
That train, that locomotive was checked out to my engineer specifically. It was my locomotive for the day, running my trains. And I just so happened to be on the switcher, putting together trains to put for that locomotive and other locomotives to pull. And you just absolutely took it and ran off with it.
General, you do realize your plan would not work.
It would have worked. It would have
No,
worked
because
beautiful.
if your plan was to put the entire train on the siding that you were presently in, it would not have fit.
You just failed to see my genius.
Fine, then go grab the other cars and put it on there and see how it doesn't fit.
You do not want to see the genius of the world. It's sad. Now the world will never know.
Yes, Jacoby Iris. Strategically transferred that equipment to an alternate location. General, are you about to try gravity opposite down from
No.
Cowie? Is that what?
No.
I think that's exactly what's happening here.
No, don't worry about it.
See, now I'm kind of worrying about.
I just want you to. I just want to see how long it takes you to notice one change I've made to one of your locomotives.
Which one?
Yeah, one of them.
Yep, one of them.
What change?
Well, why would I tell you? That would ruin the fun.
I'm saying I don't see no change.
There is a change.
Sure about that?
Yeah, positive.
I don't see no change.
There is in fact a change.
I don't see a change, chat.
There is a change on one of your locomotives. Which one it is, I'm not going to tell you.
No, I don't think there's a change.
Which locomotives have you looked at so far?
Why would I tell you?
I don't know. You're asking me to tell you which locomotive I changed.
I'm just telling you I don't see a change.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, I see you running along the line of hoppers.
Don't worry about it.
That you're definitely going to try and gravity ops right into Dillsboro Yard.
Don't worry about it. Did you just not bleed any? Did you just leave air on these cars?
Should be. Meanwhile, you totally have a passenger train just departed Wilmont.
Don't worry about it.
You don't worry about it.
Totally not bleeding all of these cars.
The fun thing is, I know for a fact that those cars in the siding you want to put them in are not going to fit, and you're going to foul the main for a passenger train.
It's all your fault. Don't worry. We all know it's all your fault, Midland.
I mean, I already knew that.
You just, all you had to do was let it happen, and it would have been beautiful.
I don't think it
Hey,
would.
we have an NS car here.
I don't think it would have been as beautiful as you thought it was.
No, I think it would have been beautiful, and you just had to ruin the fun.
Meanwhile, Ezekiel's just like, I am here ignoring everything.
Hmm. Did I miss something?
What? Did you?
I don't know. Did I?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't know. Did I?
I don't know. It's your story.
I get the feeling that Midland's running around sticking random handbrakes down the train.
I can assure you that I am not.
Oh, I missed one.
Wow, you're already to blame me. Wow.
Yes. I know you were probably over there you were just over there
I've been dealing with servicing
pumping
the 12.
air
Thank
into
you
the
very
line.
much.
You were just like over there trying to inflate the air brake line like an inner tube.
Nope. I'm literally servicing the 12.
Well, I might need a push.
You have shift plus R.
Does that still work?
It should.
Doesn't appear to be. It's making noises.
Weird.
This is sort of where we discover that you bravely miscalculated.
No. I would just leave that with no air, no handbrakes, and it's just going to roll out at a random time. You won't know when, you won't know how. It's just going to, I'm just future plotting. My grand scheme all along.
Your grand scheme all along.
Yes, the ploy. Why am I hearing hissing noises behind me?
I don't know. Why are you?
Nope. Don't worry about that.
Is that you?
Who?
You?
What?
How? When?
General, I think your judgment is not as good as you thought it was.
My judgment's fine. This game's just broken.
Wow, blaming the game, not taking responsibility for your actions.
I think Midland's to blame, actually, honestly.
All I'm hearing is excuses. I mean, you have a way to solve this, you're just refusing to use it.
You are right, but now that your stupid passenger train is almost here, so I can't do that.
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
Just block your passenger train?
I mean, you're going to anyway.
No, I'm not.
Your whole plan was to block the passenger train, so...
I mean, that wasn't my plan. My plan was to use my brilliant strategery and maneuver the train around the passenger train, but you couldn't see my brilliance and you've ruined it.
Excuses. All I'm hearing, chat, is excuses.
Are you moving number 4 now?
Maybe. What would you like to know?
I mean, I would like to know because I'm kind of sitting in number 4.
Well, then you have all the information you need. There goes the morning passenger round. Is General, are you on the 17?
I might have been. 3 of your locomotives have been changed.
Huh?
Nothing.
3, you say?
Yep, 3. I'm not telling you which one's, not telling you where. But 3 of your locomotives have now been changed.
I think we've discovered just how much General dislikes the QNS over the Suffering Southern. Because he has been sent here to sabotage.
Yes, it was all a ploy. All a ruse. An elaborate scheme. Five
5 locomotives?
locomotives.
Thing is, I know how many locomotives are on this railroad, so...
Mm-hmm. What's your point?
Eventually, powers of deduction will dictate which one.
These things is not like the other. One of these
Now, because
things
General bled all the brakes,
doesn't belong.
because General bled all the brakes, we have to
Charge them again?
charge them again.
You tell which thing is not like the other by the time I finish this song.
Still recharging the air. Meanwhile, Crash is playing in the background.
I've lost count of how many locomotives I've changed now.
Exactly, it hasn't changed. Uh-oh, it's Kenosha time.
By the power of deduction. I have the power.
By the power of deduction.
Boop-boop-a-doop, banana train. Let's see.
The thing was, I was going full notch 8 for on the M4 there. So
Hmm.
I may or may not be about to purposely try and prove General wrong.
May or may not be purposely trying to do what?
Prove you incorrect, and that your plan will not have worked.
As I continue to mess with your trains.
Yes. Because you're a little chaos gremlin.
Well, I mean, all I'm gonna say is you did it first. He did it first. He started it. Doop-boop-a-doop. See, the funny thing is that if I change every locomotive but one, will you notice?
Probably.
Will you though? Will you actually?
Also, look at how much of the yard General's idea would have blocked. Would block it. And no trains would have been able to get out. It would have been a sad day.
Don't know what you're talking about because it would have worked beautifully.
And on that note, folks, I think we should probably call an end to the stream. We've been going for about 3
Hold
hours.
on. I need to see this thing because I haven't looked at it. Hey, look, see it fit.
It doesn't fit.
It fits.
No, it doesn't.
It fits.
You're lying to yourself.
It fits.
You're very clearly lying to yourself.
You literally could have folded a couple extra feet that way and it would have fit perfectly.
Nope.
If it fits, it ships, and it fit.
No.
'Cause the idea is you would be pulling this train out anyways.
Nope.
And it's technically not fouling the main. Therefore, it fits.
Doesn't fit.
It fits.
Doesn't fit.
Fits perfectly fine.
It doesn't fit at all. And on that note, we are going to start ending the stream. Thank you, everyone, for
It
watching.
fits.
Thank you to Ezekiel in general for helping. I hope you have a great rest of your evening on this fine Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you guys again, for sure at least, on Thursday evening. And thank you again to everyone who super chatted tonight. I believe we have DRP and ZBK Studios to thank for that. And just, thank you everyone for watching and kind of hanging out with us here and the like. Genuinely though, thank you to General Ezekiel, for your help. Otherwise, this road would have been a little bit more unmanageable than it otherwise would have been.
People in Midlands chat, if you spot the difference, let me know.
Spot the difference.
Yes.
Spot.
One
the
of these
difference.
things is not like the other.
See, the next thing I know, you're not actually like changing any locomotives. You're just changing like the hoppers or something. So
He said locomotive, so
you
I did
in
say
fact-
locomotives.
You did specify locomotives.
I did say locomotives. So I changed. I can tell you, I did not change any rolling stock.
Okay. Well, we'll discover that next time. Thank you everyone for watching, and have a great night. Bye. Join the Discord. It's in the description if you haven't done so already.
It's in the doobly doo.